Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name's Leah and I'm clueless about books and I am currently reading or making my way through the book A Long List. I feel like it's a weird challenge for somebody who doesn't really read many books, especially books completely out of the comfort zone, which I would say this probably is. This is the second one that I read, Study for Obedience by Sarah Bernstein. I'm trying to get through some of the shorter ones, just in case I don't like them. I've spotted that a few people have maybe found this difficult to read. I gave this 4 stars. Okay, hear me out. This is definitely a stream of consciousness book. It is a tough read. You have a character who has gone to her brother's when her, if you can see my dog there, sorry, has gone to her brother's when her brother's wife has left, and she's gone to basically just like look after him. And she talks about obedience, she talks about being this, she almost makes herself out to be this like small woman, but something doesn't feel right, like everything feels a little bit like that isn't the case. So it talks about her life, what she's doing for her brother leaves, so she's there on her own. It talks about what she does in the town. Now what I sort of grasped, and this isn't, maybe this is a spoiler, so I'm going to just say at this point, if you want to switch off, please do. I'll put down some timestamps when I'm not spoiling. So at this point, this is a spoiler. So she talks about the town, and I sort of figured out, and I might be wrong, that her and her brother might be Jewish. And I think the town, because she hasn't spoken about where it is, I think it's Eastern European. Maybe had, it feels like the Nazi rule was over this town, and it's an interesting, if you reread it and read how, if it was from that perspective, it does make it a little bit different. Sorry, my camera isn't on a tripod at the moment, I'm just in my living room. So it feels like she's quite powerless. She makes out like she's just being obedient all the time. She just wants to be a good person. But part of me thinks that she really isn't. I feel like it feels, I don't know, that it just doesn't feel like that's the case. I feel like she's quite powerful. And by the end of the book, that it just feels like a very big shift in what her obedience is. Like I don't know whether to love this or hate this. Would I read another book by Sarah Bernstein? I'm not sure. I found the writing really hard. It was just constant, like stream of conscious with just commas everywhere, and it was just her voice. That was it. Was like one big what's the word, monologue. It's hard going. Oh, puppy's having a bit of a time. Anyway, so for me, I didn't enjoy that style of writing, but I still think that I would like to revisit this. I might read it again. I think it's one of those books that you do have to persevere with. Sorry, I've just had a little cake. You do have to persevere with it, I think. And I know that it has been DNF'd by somebody who I actually really respect. So it's interesting that they DNF'd it. I think had they got to the end, they might have been pleasantly surprised. I still don't know why it's a book compared to some of the other things that I've read recently, but it's not my choice, and maybe it just felt beautiful to somebody. Maybe somebody liked the way it was written, or you know, I feel like somebody said that maybe she was, poetry was something that she was known for, Sarah Bernstein, but I didn't feel like it was poetic. I just found it hard going. It was tough. It's the sort of thing that if you went to see a one woman show, you'd be like, what was that? But you kind of remember it. And I think that's the thing. I think I'll remember it. There was a lot of oh, what's the word? Symbolism. There was a lot of for me, there was like a lot of painting a picture, and I quite liked it. And I think coming from the place from, if you read, I'm going to read it again. I am at some point. but not this next couple of months. I want to have a sort of deep dive into it and really study what it's saying, because I don't know. I think that maybe she isn't who she pertains to be, the character. We don't know anybody's names. We don't know anybody's religion per se. Again, it's one of these, like, I really liked Cursed Bread, and like that, it was, I kind of like a weird book. I've realised that's something that I like. Maybe that's why I gave it 4 stars. I mean, it could have easily been a 2-star. I just don't know where I sat with it, if I'm being honest. But I gave it 4 stars because I'm still thinking about it. And that's what leads me to think it's a good book. So, next book. I'm currently about 13% through Pearl by Sian Hughes, another short book. And I will give you my thoughts when I'm finished. But that is my second book. Better than Western Lane, in my opinion. I actually do think it's better than Western Lane. Definitely thought-provoking for me. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. If you would like to subscribe, please do. It'd absolutely make my day. Comment down below if you've read this book, or if you haven't read this book and you maybe want to now. And give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.